Hello, welcome to the Timmy Verne show. I have before me Lord Stanmold.
Hello, I'm Lord Stanmold.
Welcome.
That's Stanmold.
Now, in the news recently,
Lord Stanmold.
there's been news of Sydney the squid.
Yes.
Sydney the squid.
Yes. What do you want to know about Sydney? Good personal friend of mine.
Well, do you think his journey to Mars will be successful this time?
I think it'll be a great success. He's had the training, he's got the legs, he's got the looks. Let's face it, who doesn't like Sydney? And if there are Martians, they'll probably eat him. But it's only a squid.
But there was a question mark over funding and its source.
Yes. Elaborate, please.
Well, there's been lots of pirated videos going around about this.
Pirated videos?
Yes.
Is that still such a thing? But yes, go on, yes.
Yes, and
I'm Lord Stanmold.
the warning on the video is about, warning against software piracy.
Yes.
Has been widely pirated
Yes.
itself, so this has led to some accusations that you are not entirely what you seem to be, Lord Stanmold.
Oh, you're accusing me of being a software pirate who doesn't have Sydney's best intentions at heart. Look, I found Sydney. When I met him, he was just a down and out squid, not a squib. Squib is a fire word that doesn't work. He was just a down and out squid in Torquay. He was homeless, he had a drink problem, and frankly, he was a rent boy. I took him, I trained him, now he's going to Mars. If there's a question of financial impropriety, well, we're all human, apart from Sydney.
I heard there was some jealousy among some quarters, particularly amongst the gay community.
The gay community has been very vocal in opposing Sydney because they believe it should be a homosexual man who should be the first person on Mars. And that is, if a homosexual man goes to Mars, the Mars can be truly said to now be a gay planet. They don't want a squid who is fully straight, apart from the rent boyness, to be on Mars. And frankly, who can blame them?
There was talk of selling plastic in the ocean as well to fund this scheme.
The ocean doesn't have enough plastic. Everyone knows that plastic makes a beach look beautiful. I myself have never recycled. For me, I just take all my plastic, store it all up, go to the sea and dump it in a Bournemouth pier.
But on the plans for Plastic World in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, they do use Sydney's image on the logo.
Well, it attracts all the squid, doesn't it? And then they can they get a good strangling, but they like it. It's often said that squid are a funny species, that they have a sense of humour almost. It's almost like their legs are antennae of mirth. They turn up, they kind of give a bit of a wobble, and then they swim off. Some people believe they've got intelligence. I, for one, think they're delicious.
But what happens in old age? What do you make of the provision for squids in their old age these days?
To care for anyone costs a few squid. Everyone knows that. You need to have money, you need to have influence, you need to have dancing girls if you can afford it, which most people can't. I'm Lord Stanmore, by the way, and I stand by this message. I myself have worked hard all my life and made all my own money in this life from the billions that were given to me at birth. Through that, I'm a self-made man. If other people were to get off their, let's face it, their council estate floor and perhaps put some clothes on and stop eating peanut butter sandwiches, who knows? They could have a 300-acre estate in the beautiful rolling hills of Surrey. I, for one, do have that. People accuse me of being an aristocrat. That is a lie. I'm not an aristocrat. I'm simply better than they are.
You're also being accused of being disabled.
Disability benefits are a rank injustice in the system, and I wanted to highlight that injustice by claiming disability benefit. I had my legs cut off. It was a bad decision, which I've long regretted. Luckily, the operation was a failure, and they weren't actually able to cut off my legs, but they cut off the legs of the person in the bed next to me. When the doctor came to him, he said, I have some good news and some bad news. He said, what's the bad news? He said, I've cut off both your legs. And he started crying. He said, what's the good news? And he said, Lord Stanmore wants to buy your slippers.
That's very good. Now,
I am Lord Stanmore, and I stand by everything I've said, apart from the bits which weren't true.
I've been disturbed lately by some hauntings.
I've noticed a few things
I just
moving
heard
about,
some strange noises.
as it were, almost like John Major going back to basics with the Druida curry. Yes, go on, tell us about the poltergeist activity.
Well, they just remind me of squid, really.
Yes.
The tentacles in my dreams.
Yes, we all have those dreams where Sydney will appear and he will give a prophetic message like John Major and Edwina Curry, back to basics, back to basics, back to basics. But we must always look at these things with a sober mind, with a clinical mind, with a mind that has not taken too many drugs, although drugs are very good for certain mental ailments, mainly sanity.
Oh no, what's that over there?
Wait, there's something appearing from the corner. It's the ghost of Stephen Hawking. I'm going to sexually molest you all.